Yes, it's Danny Glover. It's Fight Fan TV Live. We're here to talk about, the big fights on the weekend. So first of all, well, we got to start with Thursday. Harvey Horn, he got beat in a major upset by Fadili Majiha from Tanzania. His record, surprisingly, is 28 and 14 and 4. But out of the 28 wins, he does have 14 knockout. Shout out Ash Jones, Brad, Jack Athlete, big up everyone inside. Fadili Majiha, he fought in York Hall, Bethnal Green on a Nissa Sauerland show. And Fadili Majiha, he had a history in Britain. He dropped Lee Selby twice in their fight, in the first and the sixth round. Still managed to lose on points in a six rounder. And he also fought Paul Butler, which was a close lost points decision. So he beat Harvey Horn, who beat Galao Yafai, we just saw won the Olympics, and he done it in quite fashionable style. Harvey Horn was 9-0, and he got upset by the Tanzanian. Yes, we're going to move on to straight away. Big up Grim Sickers. We're moving on straight away to Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. Big up Grim Sickers, because everyone, man, child, woman, dog, we all thought that Teofimo Lopez was going to breeze through George. A lot of people thought Teo was going to take out George Kambosos in a round, which didn't happen. George Kambosos actually ended up dropping Teofimo in the first round. Teo's dad didn't really seem to have any good sound advice in the corner. He was just saying to him all the time, yeah, you're doing well, you're doing well. Teofimo just had plan A, loading up with big TV punches, civilian punches you'd find outside somewhere in faces in in Romford, or on the ends or something. The strategy was terrible, to be fair. Yes, he managed to drop George Kambosos in the 10th, but George Kambosos showed a great chin. He was got proper Greek warrior spirit. His family come from Sparta, so that says a lot. And obviously he's put Australian boxing back on the map. People like him and Tim Tszyu are flying the flag heavy for Australian boxing right now. Ash Jones, I was saying Kambosos for weeks. He's very underrated, good engine, can box, do a bit. You never said it. You never said it. You never said it during the live during the week, Ash. Though I never saw that prediction, because everyone said Teofimo. Everyone's a good storyteller after the fact, but you can say someone had a chop. But when we said give us your predictions, you chose Teo like the rest of us did. Similar to when we all thought Lomachenko was going to beat Teofimo Lopez, but he didn't. Yeah, group sickers, don't lie. Exactly, tell him stop lying. But yeah, he was just loading up with punches from the jump. Big up pugilist. He was loading up for punches from the jump. Big winging right hands. No jab, no strategy. The dad's corner advice was terrible. We've had people getting onto other trainers, especially British trainers, about you're not doing good corner work. But this guy, he was in delusion land, and even in the post-fight interview, we had like delusion of grandeur going on. All we gotta do, we just gotta listen to this guy. Like, let's take a little recap back and have a little listen to Mr. Teofimo.
Listen, forget the rest. You got hell of a fighter, but I won tonight, man. And everybody know that. The referee raised my hand. I won tonight. I don't care what anybody says, yo. I won tonight. Hey, at the end of the day, I've been here. I've done that. I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. Look, I ain't no sore loser. I take my wins like I take my losses. At the end of the day, man, I'm a true champion. I came out here. I did what I had to do, and I went out there and I did my best. I don't care what anybody says, man. I am as real as they come. And watch, this is the takeover, man. We don't stop. We keep coming. Yo, at the end of the day, man, I love you all. I won this fight. Teofimo, you believe coming...
The takeover. more like the takeaway, because that's what George Kambosos went and came in and did. He took away all your belts. So this weren't no takeover, this was the takeaway. Because he's taken that all the way to the other side of the world, back in Australia. And it sounded all that, you know, I thank everyone who came out tonight. You know I won. Don't that sound a bit like this? It sounded a bit reminiscent of this, people. Do you remember this one?
Good decision. What did you think about the fight?
I beat it. Everybody out there know I beat it.
Keep listening.
I beat it. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
You averaged 8 punches. Less than 8 punches was the most punches that you had in the round, and it seemed as though you couldn't get close enough.
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking to you. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. What they trying to do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worried about it. I'm still that nigga, man. I'm on top. Cincinnati, stand up. West side, 2-5.
You're 3-3.
You know, it sounded very similar to Adrian Broner when he lost to Pacquiao. That delusion of, yes, Tommy McCarthy, big ups. Teofimo Lopez's post-fight interview sounded very reminiscent of Adrian Broner when he lost to Pacquiao. Saying the same sort of thing. Thank you for everyone to come out. You know I beat that boy. You know I won. I was like, is this like some sour grapes thing? Because even when we move on to, after that fight, I switched over to watch Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton, which was a very good fight. Close quarters fight. I had Fulton just nicking it, but it could have gone either way. One judge had it a draw. The other two had Fulton winning by 3 or 4 rounds. And Brandon Figueroa seemed to have some sour grapes of his own, you know, during the post-fight interview. It just seemed a very sour grapey night. You know, have a little listen, guys. This was last night too.
You really think you want to fight? It was a close fight. You really think you want to fight? It was a close fight. Yeah, I won. I heard you like fight 6 times. We can fight again. Everybody here knows who won. Everybody here knows who won. I won. Do it again. Let's do it then. I ain't scared of you. Nothing. It's nothing. I don't want you. You see, look at your face. You cut. I heard you 5 times. It don't matter. Be respectful. We good. We good. Everybody here know who won. Everybody here know who won. This your fans. These your fans. Who strapped up? It was a couple. Catch him in between the shots he was throwing. Yeah, he was making it a little sloppy and rough, and the ref kept saying I was hitting him low and things like that. I was not hitting him. I was placing my shots. I am going to watch the fight again. It was a fight. It was a close fight. So for what I can say, you lost to Julio Cesar. But who landed cleaner shots? I caught you in the middle of everything you was throwing. I mean, the thing is, I was landing a lot of clean shots. He would throw a lot of wild shots, and the fans would just get loud over it. Arm punches and everything. Back of the head punches. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It was a tough fight, like I said.
Yeah. Yes, right. So, and that was kind of like a story. It was very close quarters. I noticed the ref was on Stephen Fulton's case. Very heavy. Every minute he's saying, "Oh, keep your punches up. Keep your punches up." They were both throwing a lot of body shots, and they were both straying low because Figueroa's main game plan was just boring in, taking shots and landing body shots when he gets the back Fulton up across the ropes. But when Fulton was against the ropes, he was landing a lot of uppercuts and left hooks inside, landing the cleaner shots, the more eye-catching shots, and they didn't produce the CompuBox numbers, but I think he may have landed probably the more shots, to be fair, because he was landing a hell of a lot. Like Brandon Figueroa, yes, he has a great chin, but yes, unless you're taking guys out of there and you're going to the judges, you've soaked up so much punches that when it comes to scoring the fight, you've taken so much punches, you're leaving yourself wide open to lose on decision. Pugilist. Not admitting defeat is the mentality of a winner. If you admit defeat, then you're a lower. It's a mentality thing. Yeah, but there's a way of not admitting defeat. Like, for instance, when Shannon Courtney was saying she got robbed against Jamie Mitchell, do you know what I mean? Is that a mentality of a winner, or is it, you know, sometimes you know when you lost. Come on, it's some people you know when you lost, but you know there was a lot of yeah. I had Fulton just nicking it, but Brandon seems to think he got robbed. Teofimo and his dad seems to think that they got robbed. I saw an interview with Teofimo's dad saying, "Oh yeah, we shouldn't have gone over to the zone. We should have stuck with Top Rank because they show us love and this and that and this and that." Well, you wanted to get the money, and I don't think it was a thing of you got stitched up anyway. You lost fair and square, Teo and Teo's dad. You didn't have no plan B. You came in just looking for the knockout. You didn't do anything. Yeah, he's getting, your face was a mess. He says that he scored the fight. Teofimo says he scored the fight 10-2. So he reckons so he's obviously going to give him the first round, and then another round, and then he thinks he won all the rest. What do you guys think? How did you guys score the Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos fight? Let us know in the comment section, please. Also, how did you score the give us the Teofimo and the Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton fight. How did you have that as well? I'm not sure most of you would have watched it, but hopefully those who did will give an opinion. But it just sounded like sour grapes at the end of the day. And yeah, we've got Devin Haney next week fighting Jojo Diaz. Yeah, I know pugilists, you think Jojo's a bum, but now it just shows that even the underdog, he can come through. I think that Devin will have too much for Jojo, and should win on points. But another serious fight is Gervonta Davis on the Sunday, the next day in Los Angeles, against Isaac Cruz, or Isaac Cruz, however these guys want to pronounce it, because he's a little cannonball who's hench and powerful. So that's going to be a real battle. So those were the main sort of fights. Teofimo hasn't got a rematch clause because it was a mandatory. He's looking email champ. Okay, so pugilist. Is George Kambosos Jr. now the undisputed lightweight champion in your eyes? Is he the undisputed champion in your eyes? George Kambosos, pugilist? Can you let us know? Or does he have to see Devin first? Because you could email champ all you want, but your boy Teo, the takeover didn't happen. It was a takeaway. Ash Jones, yes he is. He's the undisputed lightweight champion. Okay, so do you think that what's his name, George Kambosos beats Devin Haney, Ash and pugilist, and Tony, Ash and Tony? You think he beats him? What you say? What do you say? Hold on. I gotta go live with you because this is about enough from you.
Hey brother, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright.
So yeah, we get back to the crux of the matter, yeah? The undisputed title. So for me, the man who beats the man is the man. That's all it boils down to. The man who beats the man is the man. Whether you got told that you were upgraded or downgraded or equal graded to a different version of the same belt, because remember, all you did was you went, okay, you're so good in our eyes, we're making you franchise. Yeah, you have to understand that terminology. The franchise champion ain't a step down, it's a step up. Yeah, when the player is called a franchise player in American football, they're seen as the face of the franchise. Yeah, so it's not a step down. They're saying you're the king of our kings. Yeah, so you haven't got many franchise champions, have you?
There's not many, but they're seeming to try and make more. It's a new thing.
It is. So it's a bit of skullduggery. I agree with you, and Devin Haney deserves his shot. But the point is, he hasn't had the shot. And until he gets the shot, he ain't the man.
Okay, I never said he was the man, but I'm saying that Teo was not undisputed. So will you admit?
He was, because he beat the undisputed champion, bro.
Okay, so do you believe that Lomachenko and Bob swerved Devin?
I don't care whether they did or don't. It happens in boxing all the time. How long has Fury been, Wilder been swerving Dillian White? It happens, bro. It's part of our unfortunate game. But what I'm not going to do is turn around and say, well, because you got swerved, you're now the undisputed champion. And everybody else who's carrying 6 belts don't matter.
No, I never said Devin is undisputed. I've never said that.
So, right, there is a champion. He's a franchise champion. He beat the man who had all the belts, who beat the man who had most of the belts. So unless you beat one of them, man, you can't call yourself a real world champion. Especially when you got your championship emailed to you.
Okay, so what about Lennox Lewis picking up his title at the bin?
He did. That's what I'm saying. You can't call yourself undisputed if you didn't beat the man. Now, just so happened in Lennox situation, the man who did put the title in the bin kind of walked away from the game. So it weren't like, you know, you had another guy still active. Yeah? Because that would be a situation that you could say, okay, realistically, Lennox can't call himself undisputed because there's a guy who put the thing in the bin and is still active. But no, he didn't.
No, fair point. Fair point. So, okay, we've got Devin next week. You said that he's fighting a bum in Jojo Diaz.
Yeah, so no. I say that with no malice and no joke. Listen, as an ex-boxer myself, I never call any other fighter a bum. But I'm just saying it is a bit like, you know what? I'm taking second pickings. I'm cherry picking from the low hanging fruit. Let me take a little Jojo Diaz and beat the hell out of him.
No, but remember that wasn't his original opponent. Remember, Jojo's a replacement.
Exactly. So, you know, I'm not going to look at this and go, oh, this is a title defining fight. This ain't. I take it for what it is. It's just like a run of the mill defense. Now, yeah, Jojo's live. Yeah, and it could happen that Jojo pulls off one of these Kambosos type upsets, and then we're all starting to wonder, well, really and truly, who is the king of the lightweight division? Yeah, but right now, in my mind, it definitely ain't Devin Haney. Although I love the kid, you know, I like Ryan Garcia, but he ain't won Jack. He ain't beat Jack. Yeah, he knocked out did Luke Campbell, but you know what? Luke was at the end of his game anyway. Yeah.
Like Sean Porter was at the end of his game.
Yeah, I say that. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, so going by George's excellent performance performed at his skin last night, how would you see him faring against the Dream in Devin Haney?
That's a real difficult ask, because if he comes in with that energy he came in with last night, it looks like, as I said, I haven't watched the whole fight in its entirety. I've watched the highlight clip, which give you about 30, 40 seconds of each round. So I need to watch the whole fight. But in that version that I watched, the kid works all the time. Yeah? And he got good angles. You know, he read the game pretty well. He got himself into some good positions. I love the jab hook, you know. The uppercut, he's got good full range of punches. He showed great aggression. You know, he's willing to put himself in line where he could get knocked out himself. You know, a lot of fighters against a puncher like Teofimo would go on a defensive and be a little bit cautious. This guy came and took it to him. You know, I would definitely apportion that to why Lomachenko lost. I think Lomachenko was scared of the power because he was very tentative.
Yeah, in the first 6, he didn't want to know.
Didn't want to know. It was like, you know what, I'm going to ride this power for a little while before I really engage. And then second half of the fight, he kind of came over. And but yeah, credit to George Kambosos. You know, this guy deserves his flowers. He put in a shift.
Mm. Yeah, he did. He was very active. Grim Sickers, yo, he didn't watch the whole fight. Get me on. Laugh
Yeah,
out
go
loud.
ahead. Get him on. Get him on.
Okay.
Thanks for getting me on.
Yeah. Let's see what you got to say, Grimmy. Oh, he's declined. Oh, I guess he didn't.
Oh. Keyboard warriors, yeah? Keyboard warriors.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the type don't want to walk the walk. Come on, bring your A game. That's why we are the great defeaters, yeah?
Oh man. Yeah, it's real like
Oh,
that.
he's ready, he's ready, he's ready.
Okay,
Give him
so,
another chance.
all right. Well, yeah. When you're ready, Grim, then just tap in and I'll accept it. But yeah. So, have you managed to watch the Brandon Figueroa fight at all?
Nah, sorry, man. Didn't catch that one.
Okay. Virgil.
Virgil.
Virgil who? Ortiz or the trainer, Virgil Hunter?
What?
Who? Hunter or Ortiz? Who? Yeah, find out for me. That's just mad. Virgil. Virgil who? Hunter or Ortiz?
Or is it a trainer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Virgil Hunter, the trainer, or Virgil Ortiz, the fighter? Or does he mean Virgil Oblo, the off-white guy? The guy behind LV. Oh, you mean the off-white guy? Virgil Oblo? Because I don't know if this is boxing related or... Somebody know in the chat room? Oh, the off-white guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fashion designer guy. Oh, that's sad.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah, when you're ready, we'll get you on another time. But yeah, man. Evolve Media Entertainment. So yeah, did you manage to see the Harvey Horn fight on Thursday?
I was out, so I haven't watched any boxing this weekend. But
Oh, okay.
I'm playing catch up.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was the main things really. Any other fights wasn't really of note. We saw the Zhu Liu guy. He should have got stopped, but you know, the 10-second clapper saved him. So yeah, it's the titles have gone back to Australia. We're just seeing upset after upsets. I've got a list of all the major upsets this year, and I'm going to do a topic where we're going to go through them, and I'll let the people decide which is the biggest upset of 2021 because there's been too many. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll go through that another time. But yeah, it was just a short one, I guess, because it was only really one real main fight everyone was looking forward to, and we sort of broke that down. Yeah. What was your opinion on oh, you haven't watched it in full entirety. But yeah, so when you have, or other people will do another breakdown, and plus this week we've got Lyndon Arthur versus Yard, so we'll do another live and do a pre-fight prediction and things like that. But until then, sure that you like and subscribe and share. And it's Fight Fan TV Live, Danny Glover with Pugilist Boy, and we're out. Peace.
Take care.